Hello. Today I'm going to be sharing the forecast for May 2024. Happy Beltane. And the question I asked the group was, what collective energies will be around for May and how can we best manage or work with those energies? And here's what they had to say. There is a restive quality or a quality of discomfort that wants or is looking for change. What is causing the discomfort is unconscious or not consciously known. It is a feeling of dissatisfaction with the status quo. Whatever current situation that is going on in the lives of each individual is reflected out and magnified. The energies are initially internal in nature, but are projected out, and the dissatisfaction is believed to be caused by the external situations. There's a feeling of the need for change and an equal belief that the changes need to happen outside of the individual. While change is necessary and the desire to shake up the status quo is not an issue in itself, how that energy is directed or where the focus of the change that needs to happen will need to be carefully assessed. This is not a time for careless movement or change for the sake of change, but one of conscious movement and measured change. There is no need to rush through the process. While the building of the feeling of dissatisfaction can prompt swift action, it is usually action that can lead to greater dissatisfaction. Allow the dissatisfaction space to give it the opportunity to speak to you. Remember that the dissatisfaction is an inner struggle and requires space to hear and understand what that inner struggle is. Cultivate compassion, curiosity, patience, and the strength to open to the dissatisfaction rather than unconsciously acting on it. While the dispersing of the dissatisfaction to the outer world through immediate action initially alleviates the discomfort, it will not give you the answers you seek and will create more dissatisfaction in yourself. In effect, creating the same situations that are causing your current dissatisfaction, but with a greater magnitude. I'd like to riff on this a little bit because to me, what they're talking about is really the essence of personal power. This, by looking outside of ourselves, by seeing what's going on around us in the world and interpreting that as that is what needs to be the change, what needs change, and that is the only way that we can actually make change in the outer world, is, to me, how we lose power, because you really only have the power to change yourself. So and sounds like what they're saying. It sounds like they're saying whatever is causing dissatisfaction in you is what is being put out into the world and reflected back. So what you're seeing outside of you is actually just a mirror of what you're feeling inside of you. So if you want to make those changes, and it sounds like the changes are necessary, be careful about what you're actually trying to change or who you're actually trying to change. And being aware that if you would like to make those changes around you, you make those changes internally first. And it does look like, just reading quickly through, the change is, they talk about measured change and careful assessment before movement. So it feels like we'll want to make that change quickly because we're like, this is really bothering me and I've got to do something. And you can, but actually sitting with what makes you feel uncomfortable, as not really nice as that is actually the way forward. And it will have a more, fuller experience of how we can change. And I'm wondering if that will also, by just listening, we'll be able to get the answers that we need, and we'll get them in a way that we can actually, as individuals, make those changes. So they'll be authentic, but they'll also, by making those changes, we can then reflect that back out into the world. And then we can actually start seeing those outward changes that we think are what is the problem, but it really isn't. So that's my take on it. I'd love to hear your take on it. If there's any other questions or follow-ups you would like to ask the group regarding this, be happy to go and ask them for you. So take care, good luck for May, and I'll see you soon. Bye.